The screen is visible?
No, sir.
Now it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you all for lecture number 2. So in the last lecture, we have discussed about we have started the introduction of teacher, that is myself, and then this is the introduction I have given. Next, we discussed about the vision and mission of the institute as well as department. After that, we have discussed about the program educational objectives for the electronics and telecommunication branch. Next, these are the there are the 12 program outcomes. So you have to remember the keywords. That is, the first one is engineering knowledge. Second one is the problem analysis. Third one is the design and development of solution. Like this, you have to remember. So each and every program outcome related to our branch or our engineering, these all are POs related to ENTC telecommunication or electronics and telecommunication engineering. So all POs we have to remember. Okay, the keywords you have to remember. The keywords are here made bold. Okay, bold मध्ये दाखवलेले आहे. Next one, we have discussed about the program specific outcomes. So there are the 3 program specific outcomes we have discussed related to ENTC engineering. Means program specific outcome means what? After the completion of our ENTC graduation, what the student will able to get, okay, or what the students will able to do in future, those are separated or those are mentioned in the PSOs. So these we have completed. After that, we have discussed about the examination scheme and lecture scheme, that is the related to subject. How many lectures minimum should be there per week according to university syllabus, then for practical and theory lecture. And after that, we have discussed about the this one, that is the course outcomes. Okay, there are the 6 outcomes we have discussed related to this NTA subject. Next, we have discussed the syllabus. So there are the 2 sections. In section 1, 3 chapters are there. In the section 2, 3 chapters are there. So first chapter is totally different, second is totally different, third is totally different. Means second is not depends on first one, third is not depends on first one, like this. Okay, so in the section 2, there are the 3 chapters: transient response, network function, and filters and attenuators. So again here, unit 4 is the different one, independent. Unit 6 is the different, independent. But for the network function, we need some concept of 2-port network. Okay, that is from unit number 5. So these are the syllabus we have discussed. Now we can discuss the next points. So here are the list of experiments related to this NTA subject. So minimum 8 experiments from the following we have to perform. So if the online lectures will going on, then we can do these experiments by using the simulation. By using the simulation, there are the simulation softwares available. So by using those simulation softwares, we can simulate, we can design, we can give the input and we can take the output, we can observe the waveform, we can take the output. So like this, by using the softwares, we can perform these experiments. If offline college will start, then we can do with the help of actual components, with the help of actual sources, energy sources, with the help of multimeter, power supply, breadboard. Okay, that is the considered as the hardware. So by using hardware, we can also perform if physically the college will start. If not, then we can perform these all experiments with the help of softwares. So what are the experiments are there? So total there are the 10 experiments given in the list. So out of which we have to perform any 8 experiment. Okay, and out of these 8 experiment, any 6 experiment will be in the final POE exam of ECAT subject. ECAT subject चे जो POE होणार आहे त्यामध्ये कुठलेही 6 एक्सपेरिमेंट आपण परफॉर्म केलेल्यामध्ये कुठलेही 6 एक्सपेरिमेंट हे ECATच्या प्रॅक्टिकल बरोबरीने असणार आहेत. मग तुम्हाला ECATच्या प्रॅक्टिकल मध्ये एकतर ECATचं प्रॅक्टिकल येईल किंवा NTA येईल. दोन्हीपैकी एक येणार, दोन्ही येणार नाही, दोन्हीपैकी एक. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द चॉइस, not your choice. There will be the some arrangement is there. You will get in out of these 2 experiments, or we can say total suppose 14 experiments are there, you will get any one. So like this will be the examination of ECAT subject will be there. But which experiment we are going to perform, and out of these experiments I will tell. First of all, I will tell the all the names of these experiments, then I will tell which experiment we can perform. So first of all, verification of superposition theorem, verification of maximum power transfer theorem. So these 2 theorems problems experiments are based on the unit number 1. In addition to that, we can perform the Thevenin's theorem also. Okay, in addition to these 2, we can perform the Thevenin's theorem. Next, third number, frequency response of series resonance circuit. This is the based on 2nd chapter. Next, here the list number in the that 4th number is step response of RC circuit, that is from unit number 4. Next, 5th number, verification of Z and Y parameters. 6th number, verification of H parameters. So these 2 experiments are based on unit number 3. Next, 4 experiments are based on last unit, that is the filters and attenuators. So 7th will be the design low pass filter. LPF means what? Low pass filter. Plot frequency response and find cutoff frequency. 8th experiment is design high pass filter, HPF. Plot frequency response and find cutoff frequency. Next, 9th number, design and verification of T-type attenuators. 10th will be design on verification of Pi-type attenuator. So these experiments list are given in the university syllabus. So out of which we have to perform any 8 experiment. So apart from these, we can perform the Thevenin's theorem also. So out of 11, we can perform any 8 experiments. Okay. So these are the experiment list. Now the next is text and reference books. So which book we have to refer for this subject? That is a very important thing. Okay. In our library, whatever I mentioned, the titles of books, it may be text, it may be reference, all are available. Okay, so all these books are available in our library. So some books are also available in a digital library, that is called as e-books. So those are also available. Now the first I will tell the textbooks. In textbook you can get the maximum syllabus, and reference book you can use for solving the numerical examples, some difficult part. For that purpose you can refer the reference books. So first and best, the textbook will be the first one, T1, that is T means text, R means reference. Okay, T1 is circuit and network analysis and synthesis. This is the name of book. Author names are A. Sudhakar and Shyam Mohan S. Palli. This is the Tata McGraw-Hill publication. TMH म्हणजे काय? Tata McGraw-Hill publication. So this book you can refer for this subject. Nearly 95% syllabus you can get from this book. The first one is, first textbook is very important one for this subject. You can refer, you can use this textbook. Next, second one, electric circuit analysis by Ramesh Babu, Scientech publication. Third one is circuit theory by A. Chakravarti, 6th edition. Fourth one is network analysis and synthesis, Franklin Koo, Ville publication. Fifth one is network fundamentals and analysis by Kaduskar, Ville publication. Okay, don't use the local books. You have to use the reference books or textbooks only, which I have mentioned in this list. Next, reference books, network analysis by M.E. van Valkenburg, PHI publication. Networks and systems, second one, D. Rai Chaudhary, Ville systems. Network analysis by John Ville and Sons. And R4, that is the fourth one, theory and problems of electrical circuits, Joseph Administer or Shom series. So these are the reference books. Apart from this, one more book is there, network analysis or electrical networks, electrical networks by Ravish Singh. You can note down, everyone. Electrical circuits by Ravish Singh. So that book is also important one. Most of the problems are solved there. So you can use that book also for referring or for solving the numerical examples, because in exam the nearby 70% questions, 70 marks, 70% I am telling, are based on the numerical examples, numerical questions. So you have to solve the number of examples. Okay. Now next one, prerequisite for the subject. Prerequisites for the subject. So what are the prerequisites for the subject required before starting our actual syllabus? What are the things we must know so that we can able to start this syllabus? Okay. So first of all, the point is Ohm's law. So Ohm's law is the very important one. Anyone can tell what is the Ohm's law? Anyone?
V is equal to IR.
Yes, very good. So that is the expression. But whenever someone ask the Ohm's law, what is Ohm's law? You have to tell in the words. Okay. This is the expression. It is very good. You have to tell that at any constant temperature, the word is very important. At the any constant temperature, the voltage applied across 2 points for a conducting material is directly proportional to current passing through that material. Okay. So V is directly proportional to I. So that you have to tell, but at constant temperature, that word is very important. So V is equal to I into R. Actually, R into I is there, where R is called as what? Constant of proportionality. And that R is nothing but resistance. Okay, that R is nothing but resistance. So we will discuss later. Next prerequisite will be the Kirchhoff voltage law, KVL. So how many of you know the KVL? Expression मध्ये सांगा, words मध्ये सांगा. Anyone knows?
Summation of IR plus summation of E is equal to 0.
Yes, very good. So summation of V means what? The voltage around any closed loop. The voltage around any closed loop is equal to 0. काही काही वेळेस क्लोजच्या ऐवजी आपण लूप म्हणूया. Okay, the voltages around the loop, the algebraic sum of the voltages around the loop of an electrical circuit is equal to 0. Okay, in detail we can discuss. Next, Kirchhoff's current law, the algebraic sum of current leaving or entering the node is equal to 0. किंवा असं आपण म्हणू शकतो, the algebraic sum of entering current is equal to algebraic sum of outgoing current. Okay, incoming current summation is equal to outgoing current summation. So that is the KCL. Next, voltage division and current division. So in our subject, most of the times we need the current division, especially for unit number 1, for unit number 3, for these two, and for somewhat for unit number 5. Unit number 4 is also required. So everywhere current division is required, everywhere in this subject. So if you are not understanding the current division, you cannot able to solve most of the problems. So for this purpose, I am first of all, I will teach you all these prerequisites once again, even though the all things you know, even though all these prerequisites you have learned in the 12th science, you have learned in the first year in the BEEE subject, but still I am going to revise, because if you are become perfect in these fundamentals, if you are understanding these fundamentals prerequisites, then and then this subject becomes very easy. Otherwise it is very difficult. Okay, so for that's why I told 7 to 8 lectures I require to complete the prerequisite for the subject as well as for the first unit. So keep in mind and don't miss any single lecture at the start. Okay, next, equivalent resistance. How to find out the equivalent resistance? So I will ask a simple question for you, anyone. If two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series, how to find out equivalent resistance? If two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series, how to find out the equivalent resistance, or what is the formula?
R1 plus R2.
R1 plus,
R2.
yes, very good, 100% correct. R1 plus R2. Next one, if two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in parallel, then how to find out the equivalent resistance?
1 upon
1 upon R1, 1 upon R1
plus 1 upon
That will give 1 upon RT. बरोबर है? Okay, so I will tell that formula I will tell.
R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2
Yes.
upon
So I will
R1
call it as RP किंवा RT म्हणूया आपण. So how to write symbolically? R1 parallel. So this is the symbolical representation. Next, so you are using like this, 1 upon RT is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. So instead of that, R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so this will be the formula, R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Am I correct?
Yes.
So this will be the answer of your equivalent resistors when two resistors are connected. इथपर्यंत सगळ्यांना येतं. इथपर्यंत सगळ्यांना येतं. समजा मी सांगितलं, if three resistors are connected in parallel, how to find out? If three resistors are connected in parallel to each other, R1, R2, R3, what will be the formula? Who will tell?
R1 R2 plus
Hmm.
R2 R3 plus R1 R3 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3.
Okay. So once again confirm it. So if we are finding when three resistors are connected in parallel, so the formula becomes R1 into R2 into R3 in the numerator divided by R1 plus R1 into R2 plus R2 into R3 plus R3 into R1.
R1 into R3.
So this is the correct?
Yes.
This is the correct. Hello?
Yes.
Anyone? This is the correct. R1 into R2 into R3 divided by R1 into R2 plus R2 into R3 plus R3 into R1. So this is the formula when the three resistors are exactly parallel to each other. Everyone understood now? कोणाला काय doubt? The session should be interactive. तुमचं पण contribution पाहिजे.
Yes, sir. Understand.
Okay. Now I will ask the one question for you people. जर असं असेल, so this is the R5, this is the R3, this is the R4, this is the R2, and this is the R1. And I am asking to find out the equivalent resistance from this side. How you can find out? How you can find out these? Anyone can tell how to start? कोणाला माहिती आहे का? I think in the BEE or BEE, whatever you are naming that subject in the first year, whether such type of problems you solve?
Yes, sir.
How to find out the equivalent resistance? What are the rules? ओके ठीक आहे, रूल्स वगैरे ठेवा बाजूला. कुठून स्टार्ट करायचं? R5 पासून स्टार्ट करायचं का R1 कडून?
R1.
Whether it is correct? Everyone? R1 is correct or R5? R1 पासून घ्यायचं का R5 पासून घ्यायचं?
R5.
Yes, very good. So you have to start from opposite direction. Always remember. ज्या डायरेक्शन मधून आपल्याला बघायचंय. So I am observing from left to right. मी left to right कडे बघतोय. ओके, आपण आपल्या हाताचं सांगतोय मी. We are observing this circuit now in your mobile or in your laptop. You are observing. RT I am rating in the left hand side. बरोबर आहे? तुमच्या right hand side ला आहे R1. So always remember, if you are observing from the left hand side towards the right, then you have to measure in the opposite direction. Always you have to measure always you have to start for measuring in opposite direction. That is R1 how it is connected with R2, that you have to observe. कसं connect झालं R1 आणि R2? Series or parallel? Yes.
Parallel.
So these two are the parallel. Okay. Next ह्यांचं पॅरलल कॉम्बिनेशन आपण काढलं. मग तो R3 बरोबर कसा आहे? सिरीज मध्ये का पॅरलल मध्ये? सिरीज. ओके, दॅट विल बी द सिरीज. मग ते कॅल्क्युलेशन करायचं. मग जो काही आन्सर येईल तो R4 बरोबर कसा आहे? सिरीज आहे का पॅरलल आहे?
Series.
नो, दॅट विल बी इन पॅरलल.
Parallel.
ओके, दॅट विल बी द पॅरलल. मग परत जो काही आन्सर येईल तो R5 बरोबर कसा आहे? सिरीज मध्ये असणार. मग हे कसं ओळखायचं आणि कसं फाइंड? थोडं जरी चुकलात ना तुम्ही, तुमचे मार्क्स जातात. यू विल लूज युअर मार्क्स and there is no excuse for getting wrong answer. No excuse in this subject. If you are getting the correct answers, then and then you can get the marks. So very care we have to take. Care करायचं कुठल्या बाबतीत? We have to follow what I will tell the rules and steps. मी जे काही सांगतो ते तुम्ही व्यवस्थित फॉलो करा. You can follow my notes. That will be the sufficient. That will be the sufficient for this subject. First of all, everyone should attend my lecture. Second one, whenever I will give the homework, try to solve the homework problems. At least try. उत्तर चुकू दे, but you have to try. And the next one, whatever the notes I will give, that you can study. And that will be the sufficient, because my previous 2-year result is 100%. Okay, because the students are following my notes, my suggestions, my lectures, what I am telling, on that they are working, and due to that the result is very high. So this is a not difficult subject, if you are following my notes and if you are attending the lectures regularly. So that is the very important things you can remember. So we can discuss, we can solve number of examples based on this, how to find out the equivalent resistance. So these are the prerequisite required for subject. Okay, now next one. Just wait. Okay, so next one, the title of the subject. We are now moving towards the introduction of subject. Title of the subject म्हणजे आपलं टायटल काय सब्जेक्टचं, नेटवर्क थेरी अँड अनालिसिस. Network theory and analysis. So what do you mean by network? First of all, tell me what do you mean by circuit? Circuit म्हणजे काय, कोणाला सांगता येईल? Anyone can tell? What do you mean by the circuit? Circuit म्हणजे काय नेमकं?
Two or more electronic devices
Yes.
added in a
Yes.
two or more electronic devices added in a typical manner.
Okay, very good. So the circuit is a loop. The circuit is a connection in which there should be minimum one independent source or dependent source, and there should be the components. So what we can do, the circuit is a loop where at least two elements should be present. So elements may be active, elements may be passive. Okay, so active elements म्हणजे काय, passive elements म्हणजे काय, that we can discuss. Active elements means what? Those will deliver the energy. त्यांचं काम काय असतं की एनर्जी सप्लाय करायचं, पॉवर सप्लाय करायचं. And passive elements means what? To receive the energy. ओके, आता ऍक्टिव्ह एलिमेंट्स म्हणजे काय, पॉवर सप्लाय येणार, voltage supply, current supply. So these all are the what we can say energy sources or active elements. So passive elements means those will able to receive the power, those will receive the current, त्यांना passive elements. म्हणजे सर्किट मध्ये कमीत कमी दोन कंपोनेंट्स असायला पाहिजेत. ओके, इट शुड बी ऍक्टिव्ह ॲज वेल ॲज पॅसिव्ह. नेक्स्ट, नेटवर्क. नेटवर्क म्हणजे काय, इट इज अ इंटरकनेक्शन ऑफ सर्किट्स कन्सिस्टिंग ऑफ ऍक्टिव्ह अँड पॅसिव्ह एलिमेंट्स. इंटरकनेक्शन म्हणजे एकापेक्षा जास्त सर्किट आपल्याला इंटरकनेक्ट करायचं असेल तर त्या पूर्ण कॉम्बिनेशनला काय म्हणायचं, नेटवर्क. आता मी तुम्हाला एक एक्झाम्पल सांगतो. सर्किट म्हणजे एखादा तुमचा रूम. आता समजा तुमच्या घरी 3 रूम आहेत. वन इज द किचन, सेकंड वन इज द बेडरूम, and third one is the hall. Okay, suppose you have 3 rooms in your home. So if kitchen is considered as a one part, bedroom is considered as a one part, and hall is considered as a one part, हे सगळे वेगवेगळे सर्किट झाले. किचन मध्ये आपली मांडणी वेगळी असती, बेडरूम मध्ये वेगळी असती, हॉल मध्ये वेगळं असतं, बरोबर आहे की नाही. सो each room is considered as a circuit, but when you are interconnecting all these rooms, So that will make your house, that will make your home. बरोबर आहे की नाही? मग होम म्हणजे काय? ज्यामध्ये नंबर ऑफ रूम्स आहेत. तसंच जर डिफरंट सर्किटरी तुम्ही इंटरकनेक्ट केलात तर नेटवर्क तयार होतो. आर यू अंडरस्टँड द डिफरन्स बिटवीन सर्किट अँड नेटवर्क? एव्हरीवन? So network means number of circuits interconnected to each other. आता कॉलेजचं एक्झाम्पल देतो. कॉलेजची बिल्डिंग आहे. कॉलेजच्या बिल्डिंग मध्ये बघा क्लासरूम असतात, लॅबोरेटरी असतात, स्टाफ रूम असतात, लायब्ररी असते, जिमखाना असतो, स्टोर रूम असतो, कॉमन गर्ल्स रूम असतात, ऑफिस वर्क असतो, ऑफिस रूम असतात, गेस्ट रूम्स असतात, ओके, वॉशरूम्स असतात. सो if you are considering as an individual, that will consider as a circuit. But when you are interconnecting, then that total campus is considered as a network. Okay, so this is the difference between the circuit and network. What the difference between circuit and network? So next point is network theory. Different network theorems we are understanding, we are learning in this subject. So in the first unit only we are learning different network theorems. So there are the 4 theorems for your syllabus. That will be the superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, and maximum power transfer theorem. So these are the 4 theorems you are going to learn in your subject. Okay, so that's why the theorems which are related to network or electrical circuit, those are called as network theory. Next, analysis, network analysis. Why we are analyzing the networks? आपण networks का analyze करतो? Because we need to find out various parameters like voltages across any component, current passing through any component, what will be the power delivered, what will be the power absorbed. हे सगळं आपल्याला काढणं गरजेचं आहे for analysis. So for that purpose, we have to use network theorems as well as we have to use some circuit analysis methods, some techniques. So different analysis methods are available. So nodal analysis, super nodal analysis, mesh analysis, super mesh analysis. Next, transient analysis, steady state analysis. We have to use different mathematical concepts like linear differential equation, Laplace transform. We have to use the matrix, linear algebra. We have to use the how to solve the linear equations. एक सामायिक समीकरण म्हणतो आपण त्याला. So different techniques we have to use from the mathematics also. Then we have to use various laws, that is Ohm's laws, Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's current law. These we have to use, as well as we have to use how to find out equivalent resistance, voltage division, how to apply the current division. So all these analysis methods and techniques we have to use for finding out various circuit parameters such as voltages, currents, any component values. Okay, so for that purpose, the name of this subject is network theory and analysis. Everyone understood now why the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this title? Any questions from your side related to that? Okay, so if any questions will be there, you can frankly ask. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, now next will be the central idea of the subject. I will tell orally what is the central idea of the subject. Okay, so central idea of the subject means what? So what are the things we are going to learn in our subject? What are the new things we are learning? That all comes for that purpose. We have to get some ideas. म्हणजे कुठले पण आपण एखादं टास्क करायच्या अगोदर आपण ते टास्क कशासाठी करतोय, त्यात काय करणार आहे, हे आपल्याकडे प्लॅन असतो की नाही? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो समजा तुम्हाला घर बांधायचंय. घर बांधताना तुम्ही काय करता? अगोदर एखादी तुमचा प्लॉट पाहिजे. बरोबर, त्या प्लॉटची सगळे कागदपत्र पाहिजेत. त्याच्यानंतर आपल्याकडे किती पैशाचं नियोजन आहे, आपल्याला पैसे कमी पडत असेल तर आपण लोन घेऊ शकतो का, त्या लोनसाठी डॉक्युमेंट्स आहेत का. मग त्याच्यानंतर जागेत एका इंजिनियरला बोलवतो आपण, इंजिनियरला जागा दाखवतो, त्याच्यानंतर तो नकाशा बनवतो, तो तुमच्या बजेटनुसार तुमच्या प्लॅननुसार तो ड्रॉइंग करून देतो. मग म्युन्सिपल कॉर्पोरेशन असेल किंवा तहसील कार्यालय असेल तिथं तो परमिशन घेऊन येतो, मग बँकेत अप्लाय करतो लोनसाठी. हे सगळ्या गोष्टी प्लॅन मध्ये येतात, बरोबर आहे की नाही. मग बांधताना आपण ऍक्च्युली परत पहिला आपण पाया वगैरे सगळे कन्स्ट्रक्शन करून घेतो, मग फर्स्ट फ्लोअर बांधून घेतो, मग रूम्स वगैरे, मग सेकंड फ्लोअर वगैरे, असे प्लॅन्स असतात. तसंच हा सब्जेक्ट शिकण्यासाठी तुम्हाला कुठल्या कुठल्या गोष्टीचं नॉलेज असणं महत्वाचं आहे. या सब्जेक्ट मध्ये आपण काय शिकणार आहे, नेमके कुठले कुठले चॅप्टर शिकणार आहे, आणि त्यात तो चॅप्टर शिकल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय मिळणार आहे. So all these points are important. So all these points are considering under the central idea of the subject. So in the central idea of the chapter, the first of all, what are the prerequisites we required, that already we discussed. म्हणजे आपल्याला हा सब्जेक्ट शिकण्यासाठी काय लागणार आहे ते आपण आता बघितलेलं आहे. नेक्स्ट वन, या सब्जेक्ट मध्ये काय शिकणार आहे हे आपण सिलेबस थ्रू बघितले. ओके, सिलेबस मध्ये जे काही पॉइंट्स आहेत ते आपण शिकणार आहे. ऑल आर दी न्यू थिंग्स. त्याच्यातला एखादा दुसरा पार्ट तुम्हाला झालेला असेल, इट मस्ट बी रिव्हिजन, इट मे बी रिव्हिजन, बरोबर आहे. पण सगळे नवीन थिंग्सच असणार, रिपिटेशन नसतं कधी. एखादं 10-20% तुमचं झालेला पार्ट असू शकतो. 80%, मोर दॅन 80% सिलेबस पॉइंट्स आर न्यू थिंग्स. यू आर गोइंग टू लर्न न्यू थिंग्स. अँड आफ्टर द completion of this subject course, this subject, what I am getting, that is also important one. Okay, so already I discussed the syllabus points, so those all consider in the central idea of the chapter. So in the first unit we are learning the network theorems like superposition, Thevenin's, Norton's, maximum power transfer theorem. In the second chapter we are learning the resonance circuit, series resonance. What do you mean by series resonance? What do you mean by parallel resonance? Where are the applications? How to analyze? In the third chapter, we are understanding the two-port network parameters, Z, Y, H parameter, ABCD parameters, its applications. Next, in the fourth, how we can analyze the networks for the transient analysis, for the steady state analysis, where it is required. Next, in the fifth unit, we are discussing network functions, poles and zeros. Poles and zeros, how we can use it for determining the stability of the given system. In the sixth unit, how we can design the filters, how we can design the attenuators. Those are the passive filters, how we can design. So where are the application of these attenuators and filters in the electronics and telecommunication field? So all are the points we are going to cover under the central idea of the chapter. So next one, after the completion of the chapter subject, what we are getting, that already we are discussed in the course outcome. Okay, course outcome मध्ये आपण बघितले, but still I am focusing on the important points, that is the importance of the subject. So after completion of this course oblique subject, the students will able to, so first of all, the students will be able to apply the network theorems to solve the network problems and find circuit parameters. Okay, second one, to design the passive filters and attenuators used in communication systems. So in the communication systems, the filters are required, attenuators will required. So those passive filters and attenuators will get designed by the student after the completion of this course. Next, to find out the various two-port network parameters such as Z parameter, Y parameter, hybrid parameter, transmission parameters. So each and every parameter having applications. So when we are discussing in detail, I will tell what are the applications. Next, fourth one, to analyze the resonance concept used for communication systems. So resonance is the very important concept used in the voice communication, in the audio communication, in the television system, in the radio broadcasting. In that resonance concept is going to use. So this is also very important. So these are the four important points we can get after the completion of this subject or this course. So that's why what is the importance of the subject, म्हणजे हे सब्जेक्ट आपण का शिकतोय हे आपल्याला अगोदर कळायला पाहिजे. ओके, For that purpose, there are the 3 points: title, central idea, and importance of the subject. So any questions from your side? You
No, sir.
people not asking any questions. The meaning is that you are understanding everything or you are not understanding anything. एकतर काहीच कळत नाहीये किंवा सगळंच कळते. If the questions are not coming. In which category you are now? Understood by everything whatever I told today?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So whether it is going on fast or the speed is same. Whether you are comfortable with this English or you want the somewhat mix up.
No, sir. We are comfortable.
So whenever the typical explanation will be there, I will explain in local language, Marathi. But we have to make the habitual. Now you are in second year. Okay, for first year it is okay. But for second year onwards, you have to make the you have to become the habitual in English speaking. Okay, so maximum try to speak in English. That will be helpful for your placement in future. English communication वगैरे हे जे असतं ना ते फक्त फायनल इयरलाच बघू असं नसतं. If you are starting from now onwards, then and then you will become perfect up to the final year. So any questions? No questions? So this will end the introduction part. This will be end the introduction part. So from the next lecture, I will start the unit number. Sorry, I will start the prerequisite. So that will consider as a basics of circuit theory. Okay, prerequisite in that we have to start from what is the current, what is the voltage, what is the function of resistor, what is the function of capacitor, what is the function of inductor, how to identify whether the circuit is series, whether the circuit is in parallel, how to find out equivalent resistance, Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, current division, voltage division. हे सगळं कशामध्ये येतं? Basics of circuit theory. So that part I will start from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So can we stop now?
Okay, sir.
Thank you everyone.